Hi, my name's Georgia Van Etten and I'm a singer-songwriter based in London, originally hailing from Australia. And I'd love to tell you a bit more about my song Deep Black Water. This is the title track from my upcoming debut album, Deep Black Water. And this is a big, powerful track for me. This is the one that means the most and I think has the most to say. I wrote this about my own experiences as a young person and the experiences I've collected and experienced with and listened to from students I've taught in London's poorest areas. So things like not being able to afford to go to university or leaving with a massive amount of debt, working multiple jobs for minimum wage. These are things that most young people I know face. And just living in a world that is so money driven, governments who don't listen to young people, especially on issues like climate change, like university. So this is an important track to me and I wanted to fit all of those ideas and that anger I was feeling into one track. And what I came up with was kind of like a call to arms. It's very commanding. It starts with a kind of deep south inspired humming chant and then goes into a very like boom, boom, very, in the production there's like a chain gang style keys and percussion and very hard hitting marching beat with a very commanding vocal on top. And then the chorus is kind of big free-for-all gospel chorus, lots of organ, lots of harmonies, lots of strings, and I worked to put that all together with a producer called Edwin Island, who's amazing. And I think when we came up with the production, because the subject matter is so heavy, I wanted to reflect that. I wanted this to be a real really impactful when you listen to it. So we tried to create the kind of grit of city life. So as I said, there's that chain gang style beat. We've got a big kind of guitar riff and organ and backing vocals. At the end, all the backing vocals come in and kind of chant. I imagine it like going to a protest or going to a march, which is something a lot of young people experience because it's really our only way to communicate in a world that really doesn't listen to us. I recorded this up in Leeds in the UK with a mixing engineer and recording engineer called James Kenosha, who's fantastic. And I brought my band up to work on this song. Really late in the kind of demoing production phase, we decided to put in, well actually it was Edwin who decided to put in a middle 8 section, which if you listen to the track feels really different. It's this kind of relief. It's this, and I really wanted that to symbolize this fighting, and sometimes you just need to take a breath and need to take a minute, especially as a young person who is passionate and who does want to evoke change. Sometimes you do need a rest, and that's what that middle 8 creates. It's a beautiful section of the song. Mike Redfern, who did the guitar, did a lovely solo on that. And then it kind of drops down and then boom, right into the end of the song, which is a big kind of assault on the senses. It's a really special song to me, probably the most, but well, there's another song on the album called Oh Mother, which is about my mum, so that one is pretty special. But this, I think, as I said, has the most to say. This is what I want to kind of impart on my listeners, and it is the whole title of my debut record. It's a very important song to me, and I really hope you enjoy it.